What do you think is the most disruptive new technology that's going to come out in the next 4 or 5 years that you're like, yeah, this is like...
feels like the disruptive thing.
That's like internet level, smartphone level.
Interesting. So impactful, maybe. I think like AI is disruptive because it's like you can't just do the automatic thing anymore. Like AI will take so much information to come up with the best thing rather than just like looking at one situation. Like there's a camera that just came out today that has AI-based autofocus. And I thought about that for a while. I was like, why is it AI-based autofocus? Normally it's either contrast-based autofocus where it just looks for like, I need to minimize contrast between 2 points and now I'm in focus. Or AI-based is like, let me figure out where the eyes are. Let me figure out where the faces are. And if something occludes the face for a minute, I'm not gonna focus on the thing. I'm gonna wait for that to leave to stay on the face. And that's actually much better than just normal autofocus.
Absolutely.
That's the type of thing that I think we'll start seeing more often is like smart tech instead of just like powerful tech.
Right.
Good AI and smartphones. And stuff.
Yeah. Another interesting application I saw was someone that was like, oh, if you have a bunch of reviews or like consumer feedback on a product, you could run AI to understand all of it, and then CPT-3 can basically give you a one-page write-up that's extremely accurate as to like what the consensus was.
Yeah. It'll like write a new review that would include all of the information and be like, only 3 people said this one thing, but 70% of people said this one thing, so that's in my review. And it'll give you like a quick write-up.
An exact
or like
review.
the spark notes of a book or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love
So
that.
if you have 1,000 reviews, instead of reading those 1,000 reviews, you just get that consolidated version of it.
Yep.
Wow, it's brilliant.
You can do it with news, you can do it with like a lot of different things, and it's consolidating.
You read, well, this is actually great for fake news or whatever it is, right? You read 100 different articles about like what's happening in Iran.
That's a thing.
Right? And then it will consolidate that, and then it'll be like, okay, 30% says this, 70% says this. It might even be able to separate it based on like political affiliation of the periodical. That would be, that's the problem now, right?
A left, center, right of what a topic is.
That's right.
If the AI gets good enough to actually do that, that would actually be genuinely very useful.
Get good enough, it's probably close now.
Well, someone's got to write it and be smart enough about the topic to like tell the AI to look for certain things and actually factor in like political affiliation and give it like things to notice.
But then the AI can write its own code.
Once you do that, that
would be so helpful.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine is a school teacher, and he's teaching kids how to discern between like real and fake information online. Wow. Isn't that great? Like, we didn't have that growing up, but that's a class now.
Yeah, that's an important class.
Super important.
Yeah.
Because the kids are looking at these fucking images.
To adults.
We're dead. There's no fucking way.
That should be a real thing everyone has to do. Take that class.
Even he might have a little bit of a bias because what he thinks is
what is real, what is not. That's the other thing.
That's great.
Okay, before we get on this, who is going to control truth? Who's going to control truth now? And do we feel comfortable putting it in the hands of maybe the people that are at the heads of these tech companies? This idea that like Instagram can say this is fake or this is real based on what? Like what they feel is real? What is real? Now, as stupid as that sounds, like I'm really concerned about that. I look at this and I go, why do you get to be the arbiter of truth? And I don't even know if the government should be.
Yeah.
But it's a huge responsibility, right?
It's already kind of fading. I was going to ask, like, what do you think is truth now? But even that is a little bit faded.
Yeah.
And another version of that came to mind is, like, in photography world, back in the day, a photo was just a photo. You expose the sensor to the thing, and then you close it, and then the light that hit the sensor makes the image. Now it's like your phone looks at the scene, figures out what's in the scene, takes in the light to the sensor, sure, but does a bunch of computational photography, figures out the sky is kind of overexposed, but I have a faster shutter speed version where the sky is blue, so I'm gonna merge the blue sky in. Then I have the faces here. Faces are a little dark because they're in the shadow, so I have a slower shutter speed version here where the faces are brighter, merge in the brighter faces. It's doing all this stuff, and there's your image.
And that's
what is real?
That's not real.
What is real? It's not what I took a picture of. I have the memory of what was real, and their faces were in the shadows, and the sky was like really bright and I couldn't see it, but like,
it's filtering it. It's making maybe the better image, but it's not the real image.
It's not.
So now we can't even
real.
trust.
It's a reminder of reality as opposed to a capture of reality.
Yeah.